Welcome to Charts Today. It's Monday, the 11th of May, and I am in Liverpool. I'm training a trading team here for a couple of days. My hotel internet isn't great, and I've got to get off to do that training, so it's a rather short Charts Today this morning. So we're seeing here that the Japanese bond yields are still pressing higher. We're back above 2.5%. That is my main concern in bond markets. You would think that the UK bond market would not be looking so good either, with the election results on Friday being fully through. But in fact, we're slightly down this morning. We still do have the upside target hanging over us, but for the moment, the markets are calm about that. The big move in markets is crude oil. We are seeing Brent crude up this morning, and if we look at the 60-minute, we've got upside target back to the top of this range. So that is looking more bullish. So energy prices under pressure again. So that's going to be quite key. We're seeing Bitcoin just rising a little bit, and looking on the 60-minute chart, still above the cloud. And as we've said in the last few charts today, we're now discounting that downside target as we've crossed above the cloud on the daily. We saw US markets higher again last week, pushing to new highs, taking everything that's happening in their stride, and the Nasdaq certainly really seeing strong performance there, especially from chips, semiconductors. So that's really quite strong. The UK market, we aren't open yet, but we see on the future that we're slightly up this morning, and US futures are slightly lower, so it does look like we might just open lower there. Japan was up 0.2%. The key thing is this intervention on the currency in Japan, which is another thing to watch. This 160 level is clearly a level that the Bank of Japan does not want to live with. And then if we look at some of the other Asian markets, the Sensex in India sinking lower again, and Aussie market down 0.5%. So there we're seeing on the 60-minute chart how we're just struggling, and we've got that downside target hanging over us. We do have an unactivated upside target, but that support level has been tested there. Looking at gold, we're down nearly 1% this morning. We've got a new downside target on the 60-minute. In fact, there's two, but the one has nearly been met. So back to the bottom of the range there. That recovery coming under pressure. Silver similarly running out of steam as well. Looking at the US tech stocks, we had Apple pushing to a new high on Friday, and holding that gain. So that's really quite key. And looking at Amazon, that was, remember, the first Mag 7 stock to make a new high, having met the target generated last May. Google also looking strong, and the weak pair in the Mag 7 continue to look weaker. Microsoft and Meta lower. Nvidia was up nearly 2%. So that is waiting to see if we can activate that upside target. And Tesla has been the surprise. They were up 4% on Friday, new upside target, and that's where we're pushing towards. If you look at the 60-minute chart, you can see those upside targets there in trade. So that's it for today. A shorter one than usual. As I said, my Wi-Fi is not great here, and I've got to get off. So until tomorrow, happy charting. Bye for now.